Metriorannus. Probably one of my best hybrids to date, and easily one of my most popular. Now, he hasn't really had a purpose per se. Really only to look like the Distortus Rex, as he was originally Distortus Rex 2.0, but has gradually changed his shape to resemble more of an accurate animal. So, why not actually give him a purpose and upgrade him to actually fit it? So yeah, today we will be making Metriorannus 4.0. Before we start, this is not a hybrid war-esque challenge, not for people to send hybrids challenge. Just want to make that clear so we don't have another incident of last time. Without further ado, let's begin. Starting us off at the base is the Tyrannosaurus Rex, as this will provide the overall strength of the hybrid, its strong skull, the eyesight, the foot padding, the chest durability, along with the unique hip structure which allows them to turn very fast. Along with that, we will also be adding the thermoregulation things on the top of the head to help remove all heat and cool down the brain. Next up is Laduna Mahadi. Probably butchered that, but it is what it is. It will be here again for the overall structure of the build. Mostly the arms, as that's all we need from this. And yeah. Returning again is the Gila Monster, providing the same venom glands, which actually do work well here. With that, we will be taking the osteoderms on the face to help with durability against close combat attacks. Next up is the Grizzly Bear, which will be providing the overall arm bulk of this hybrid, because they have pretty bulky arms, as well as the shoulder muscles, the muscle hump, and we will be taking the bear's IQ, as these guys are pretty smart, on par with dogs and even some primates. So this will be the overall intelligence of our hybrid, as well as the claws, as they have very sharp claws. So mixing this with the Laduna Mahadi makes them very, very sharp claws. Next up is Rajasaurus, returning again, providing the overall skull bulk, just a little bit shortening it and making it more wide, along with the spikes on the head, which are just small little bumps, but also help as a battering ram. The Desmatasuchus returns to provide the armor of the hybrid, providing some durable osteoderms from the back, which also help cool down the hybrid, as well as just shoulder spikes and full body osteoderms, so we'll be taking that as well. The final returning animal before we start with the new is the Uromastix, providing the durable tail spikes, allowing for the tail to be basically a battering ram, and a mace of sorts. So yeah, we will be using this. Starting us off with the new stuff is the Acrocanthosaurus, providing the overall muscle mass around the neural spine area, rising it up to be sort of like a sail, but mostly for muscle attachment points. Along with this, it helps with the Tyrannosaurus' bite muscles, as it will help provide more room for these to go near the top of the head. And yeah, basically just helps with that, along with making the neck stronger, allowing for better shoulder lifting muscles. And yeah, so basically just makes it even more jacked than it is. The Tendodontosaurus will provide its long tail for better balance and stability, without going the Shantungosaurus route of having not a flexible tail, as this tail is pretty flexible while taking the benefits of the Shantungosaurus. The Acinodon will provide its blunt-like teeth in the back of its skull, as these will help with crunching force of this hybrid to break even more bone. This will also help increase the bite force a bit more than a normal T-Rex, but yeah, this helps a lot. Next up is the common ostrich, which will provide its cooling, which is basically just panting, but combine this with the already thermal regulation of the T-Rex will make this hybrid stamina way better in combat and allow it to cool down very fast. The Metriorannus will provide its quote-unquote ram on its nose, which are just a few spikes in the skull, but this will help with combat and ramming ability as well as display. Next up and finally is the Ceratosaurus. This will provide its nasal horn as well as increased eyebrow crests for display, intimidation, and fighting. As well as we'll be taking the osteoderms of the Ceratosaurus, which are lightweight but durable. With everything into play, let me introduce Metriorannus 4.0. This is a pretty big animal, getting to 60 feet long, around 20 feet tall, and around 14 tons. I know you guys will probably miss the old color scheme, but honestly that wasn't too optimal for an actual animal this size, so I changed it for something more accurate to actually be able to hunt and ambush prey, which is likely what he'd be able to do. Now, before we continue, the lore for Metriorannus, I guess, has kind of expanded as there was 2 new creatures made for it. One being a quote-unquote wife and a son. So, let's cover them. Both made by Dodo Genetics and Cord, so let's cover them. Starting with Roberta, the wife, which will have the base of Metriorannus, being the second largest tyrannosaur, pretty close to Tyrannosaurus, providing the eyesight, the base, the strong bite, the limb structure, and the chest protection. So we will be adding that as the base. The Nile crocodile provides its overall immune system, as well as its armor on its back, which will also help with cooling. The Lesiosaurus will provide the limb structure, allowing for better stability and overall more powerful strikes with its arms. The Shantungosaurus will provide the overall tail structure to this hybrid, providing better balance as well as stability while on 2 legs. The Carcharodontosaurus will provide its eyebrow ridges to reinforce the skull to be better at ramming and better at dealing more blunt damage. And Grizzly Bear will provide the IQ of this hybrid as well. Meet Roberta 2.0, coming in at 45 feet long and 10 tons and around 15 feet tall. Now, one thing I'd like to note before this continues is that the parental instincts will come from the Tyrannosaurus and Metriorannus, as the Grizzly Bear stuff will not actually work too well in this case, so we will be taking the parenthood from the Tyrannosaurus Rex and the Metriorannus. Now on to Metrio Jr. Starting with the base, we have the Spletosaurus, providing the overall limb structure, stronger legs, strong jaw, and strong head. The Roigosaurus will provide the arm structure, as well as the tail to help balance this hybrid. Next up is the Caprosuchus for its osteoderms to help get rid of heat, and its dentation, so we will have some large fangs on our hybrid. The Metriocanthosaurus will provide its overall spinal structure, allowing for more muscle attachment points, for more muscle. The saltwater crocodile will provide its vasoconstriction, as well as its immune system. We will also be taking its ability to swim, as all of these 3 will be able to swim and do enjoy it, and as well as its teeth regeneration. Finally, we will be adding Grizzly Bear for the IQ. I know I said finally, but I have one more. We'll be adding Komodo Dragon for sharp claws, iron teeth, and its anticoagulant saliva. Meet Metrio Jr., coming in around 32 feet long, around 10 feet tall, and around 3 to 4 tons in weight. This is the fastest of the 3, getting close to 30 kilometers in speed, possibly getting to 45. But yeah, overall a very, very fast hybrid. After doing more research, it turns out this guy could probably get more to 50 kilometers an hour, which is around 25 miles per hour, so that's more accurate. Now, with the genomes covered, what is the goal of Metrio 4.0? Well, glad you asked. The goal of Metrio 4.0 is to become the apex predator of the Morrison Formation. He will have to deal with competition like Allosaurus anax, Allosaurus fragilis, and Stratosaurus and Torvosaurus. Overall, he pretty well adapts to the environment, becoming the apex predator as nothing even gets over 6 tons. But he will be able to target a niche most carnivores cannot get. That is hunting adult sauropods, as he will be able to take down Diplodocus, Apatosaurus, and even possibly Brachiosaurus, which would provide a pretty good meal for the trio, as they will most likely be together for the most part, while Metrio goes out on hunts. Roberta will stay with Metrio Jr. until he is large enough to actually go on his own. With Metrio's combined physical strength, venom, overall adaptability, and intelligence, he should be able to dominate this area. Now, hope you all enjoy this video, as this was a long one to make, and a lot of research, as this is possibly my best hybrid yet. Now, I already can hear people trying to start up their hybrids to get ready to fight this thing, but Metro 4.0 is not for fighting. If you want to fight something, go join Paris War. But yeah, hope y'all have a good rest of your day, and to my fellow Canadians, happy Canada Day.